It's day 17. Day 17 of install time. Well, we've got about 8 lanes totally complete, it looks like. I'm still wanting to talk about the Pinsetters, but I'll give you a little bit here in a bit, but I wanted to kind of share something with everybody that watches these. And some of you may know, and some of you may not know that about a week before our install started, one of our owners passed. He passed away, and the biggest reason why I plan to do these videos is because he wasn't in a position to be able to come down and see all of the wonderful stuff that we're doing, and that, you know, he was a part of and pivotal to all of this coming together. So I really wanted him to be a part of this, and these videos are part of that commitment to him. And as hard as I am trying to honor him in this, it's difficult every day that I do these videos, knowing that he's not able to watch this and see this amazing thing. He was a man that was in the bowling industry for his entire life, and this is the biggest thing that he was ever going to do, as far as all of his other bowling centers that he had never got new Pinsetters. They didn't have these amazing capping. They didn't have wall-to-wall monitors on every single lane, or touch pads, and sometimes it's a little hard to do these videos, you know, thinking and knowing that he's not watching. But I really hope that this is honoring his memory, and I really hope that that he's out there somewhere watching these and smiling and knowing that we're taking care of his legacy. And I just wanted to share that with you guys. It's a little difficult sometimes. This install has been, you know, a lot of hours, and there wasn't a whole lot of time to process what happened the week before, because this was such a whirlwind. So some days it's a little bit difficult knowing that he's not around, because he really was someone that I could turn to if I had a problem that I couldn't find a solution for, or if I just needed to talk. Or he had spent so much time in the bowling industry. He had so many great stories, and whenever I came to him with a problem that was new to me, it was always a problem that he'd seen before, and he had a quick and easy solution. We would always end up laughing about it and having a good time. So, you know, I miss him, and I'm glad that we still get to do this, and I just wish that he could see this. So now that I've said that, let's take a walk and see all of the capping they got done. You can kind of see them flickering off and on. So we got all of the lights in the caps going now. All of the monitors are up. All of the tablets are up. It's pretty cool. You can see all these all the way down the line, shining with all of the cool different games that they have. There's a bunch of different things that you can do. One of the ones that just had us cracking up. It's this one here, U-Tunes, and you put your face. You can take a picture with this camera right here, and it puts your face in the little characters. And there's some hilarious ones. Like there's a boxing one where you're bowling against your buddy, and your buddy's got their face in it, and you get a better frame than they do, and it puts your faces in the boxers, and one of the boxers hits the other boxer and gives you a black eye, and it's just so funny and amusing and entertaining. I'm really excited. I know I say that in every video, but I am. A couple of the staff today got to see some of these new games, and we were having a good time. And when you work in the bowling industry and it's an everyday thing, it's really cool when you can see something new and have a good time with something that you've done for years. So as you can see, we've got more backs on these machines, and it's looking better back here. It's less cramped. There's we're gonna clean up all this garbage. This is just packaging. Like, everything comes in these and little baggies of bolts and little baggies of nuts and all sorts of fun things. So we're still on track for an opening next week. And I really wanted to climb in a machine again today, and I'm sorry that I'm not going to get to. I came back here to flip the lights off so we can see the glow from back here. Just pop these. Now we can kind of see it glowing from the back. The new system is so amazing and technologically advanced. The Pinsetters are so amazing and technologically advanced. One of the things I have been wanting to talk about is the safety of these new machines. Old machines required a mechanic to, a lot of times, get on top of the machine when it's jammed and fix the problem, or reach in the back and fix the problem. And the way that those work, to keep them safe, you really have to turn them completely off and lock out and tag out every single machine every time a stop happens on these old machines. And these new machines eliminate that completely. We still have to turn the machines off, but there's no ladder on the back. When there's a respot that needs to happen, you can do it from the touchpad. In fact, you can set any combinations of pins you want to shoot at from the touchpad. If you want to practice 710s all night long, you can practice 710s all night long just from the touchpad, just right from your bowling. You don't have to talk to anybody or ask the front desk to do it. It's a pretty amazing thing. The amount of parts on these machines are there's 90% less moving parts on these new 21st century machines than the old machines. And that's phenomenal. We really care about the safety of our employees. It's very important to us that our employees are safe, and this was a major factor in our decision, was how safe these machines are. The old machines in the United States, there are injuries every year with the old machines. There are things that happen, like the old machines can crush your lane machine. So we have a lane machine. It's what keeps the oil slick. What keeps the lanes slick? It puts oil on the lanes, and those things cost about 30 grand. And these new machines, when you run the lane machine that puts the oil down all the way down to where the pins are, and it's cleaning the lane and re-oiling it, if the old machines were on, you would crush that $30,000 machine and make it unusable. Like, you couldn't use it if you ran it into those machines. And we haven't done it here, thank heavens. We have not done it here, but it has happened. It has happened. And when that happens, your league doesn't bowl. You don't have competitive lanes anymore when you crush your oil machine in your Pinsetter. And that's a big thing. You know, we want to be as safe as possible. None of our mechanics are going to have to climb up on our machines at all, ever, to do any kind of respots or any kind of ball calls. The vast majority of ball calls are eliminated with these things. I'm sure some of you have been bowling and you hit the pins really good and a pin comes out and it's stuck in the gutter, and you know, sometimes maybe you gotta wait to have one of the employees come get the pin out of the gutter, or maybe you throw your ball at the pin and it hits the pin and gets it back into the pit back there. But that doesn't happen anymore. That's eliminated with these new machines, and those are big things that we considered. But the really biggest thing that sold us on these machines is the ability to set any combination of pins that you want. Last year, the Qubica Braves were state champions. Last year, the Kennewick Lions were state champions. Bowling state champions. Both of those teams. Our house had 2 state champions in bowling. Every year, for the past few years, we've had at least one girl from the girls' bowling teams, the high school bowling teams, get a full ride scholarship to college. Being able to set single pins for those teams gives them such a significant competitive edge everywhere. Spares matter in bowling. Spares are the most important game you can work on in bowling. And if I can send one more person to college on a free ride scholarship every year, all of this is worth it. Nothing else matters but that. To me, I have student debt. Many of you have student debt. If I could take that burden away from one young person to not have student debt just by buying these machines and letting them train in a way that makes them a competitive athlete, that's what makes me happy. And that's what we're doing. So I'm really excited about that. I'm really excited to get the girls' teams back in here. Really excited for our junior programs on Saturdays. There's so much to offer with these things to make better bowlers, and that's important to us. Aside from all the fun factor and the wow stuff that we're doing, you see how cool these lanes look lit up. A lot of people are going to love that. Not as many people are going to care that you can spend or you can set 1 or 2 pins and practice your spares. The vast majority of people, this is fun. This is awesome. They're going to have a good time, a good experience, play the new games. But for the few dozen of competitive athletes that are young and climbing the ranks in bowling, working on their spare game, makes all the difference in the world. So next year, we're going to have Qubica, we're going to have Kennewick, we're going to have Southridge back. I've got a banner down there under the Qubica Braves. You can't really see it because there's stuff a little bit blocking it, but it's similar to this one at the Lions, their state champion banner. I want to put 2 more up on the wall next year, and I want to put 1 more up on the Southridge, under the Southridge banner. And I want to hang a couple more state champions from the ceiling in here so that everybody can see how awesome they are at bowling. And I want to send more people to college for bowling and through bowling. I want I want our juniors program to be able to send kids to junior gold. I want them to go earn scholarship money, because the college scholarship isn't the only way you can earn college money. You see this, if you've been here, you've seen this sign. Through the juniors program, you could start earning college scholarship money as early as 5 years old. They have a special account that you can get, and when you bowl in these tournaments, it awards you scholarship money to be used for when you go to college. That's important to keep bowling thriving and keep bowling a sport. Like, we're not all about the fun part of bowling that is open play on the weekends and black lights. That's not everything. We still are very, 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 very much behind creating better bowlers and creating a better competitive environment. And that is what led us to the decision to get these machines. That was overall the number one selling point, is that I could possibly send someone to college on a full ride. That's why we got these machines. And I'm excited to see them come back. I'm excited to see these girls' spare game get so good that when they go to state, it's not even a contest. It's not even a contest. They're not competing with the other teams. I want them to be so good at shooting spares that they're competing against each other for kudos, you know? I want them to be so far out of everybody's league that they just go to state and crush, and just crush it. Like, all of them. Even if they have to compete against each other for the title, even if Qubica, Kennewick, and Southridge have to compete against each other, you know what? We've done good. We've done good. And we want to build these better bowlers. And that's about all I have for the Pinsetters and today's walkthrough. I thank everybody that's been watching these every day. If you want to share it and share it with your friends, your Facebook friends, like our page, it helps us out. Really excited to open. Really excited for league to start next week. Juniors program starting shortly after that on Saturdays. If you have young kids that want to learn how to bowl, our junior program has some great perks, especially for first-time bowlers. So if you're interested in that, check it out on our website at timetobowl.com. Still working on getting the online reservation system dialed in. There's a software problem, so it might be delayed a little bit. We apologize for that. We really want to. It's so efficient, it's so good, it's so easy to book your lanes. Can't wait for that to get back in order, but be patient. This is a whole lot of stuff that's going on in a short amount of time, and it might take a little bit longer getting some aspects of it back up and running, but we will, and we will be here, and we will provide you with some super cool stuff. So this is the end of my day today. Again, I'm hungry. I'm gonna go home and eat a burger and some mashed sweet potatoes with butter in them. So with that, I bid you all good night, and we love you, Tri-Cities. We'll see you soon.